Hey everyone, Tony Walsh here. Welcome back to Walsh Farms. So, last couple days, Jackie and I had some time off, so we trekked from South Georgia. Actually, we trekked from West Georgia over to the hills of North Georgia to a town called Ellijay. And there we went to pick some apples. If you couldn't tell, this video is going to be about apples. And we was only able to pick at one place out of the 6 we went to, so here's a short clip of us picking apples. Yes, so Jackie and I are at BJ Reece Orchards in Ellijay, Georgia, and it's a you-pick apple orchard. And so, since I'm filming, Jackie's picking. So, but let me get turned around. As I said a moment ago, we were able to visit 6 different orchards, and you can see here on the table 6 different varieties, and we'll look at those individually in just a moment. And there's a reason that we use 6 different varieties. We make a lot of applesauce we have 3 grandkids, we have nieces and nephews, so we go through a lot of applesauce with the kids, and we like to make the homemade applesauce because it doesn't have all those preservatives and all that other stuff in store-bought applesauce. So we like the homemade. And the reason we use 6 different varieties is because we want to blend the taste and the textures. If you use just one variety and that variety is too sweet, or it's too tart, or it's too soft, or it's too hard, then that's what you're stuck with. So if you will use a multiple, you can blend those textures, you can blend those tastes, and that's what makes the applesauce that much better. You can have a little bit of smooth, you can have a little bit of bits and pieces, you can taste some sweetness, you can taste some tartness. So, and that's why we love our applesauce. That's why the kids love the applesauce. Some we even mix cinnamon with, but for the most part, because they're all small, they're just eating plain applesauce. So let's move over to the counter and look at these 6 individual varieties. Here we have the 6 different varieties, and we'll go from left to right. You can see the first 4 look similar, and obviously the 5th and the 6th one is really different. But they all each have their own unique feature and characteristic, and again, that goes back to why we like to blend them. So the first one here is a September Wonder, and that come from a place, well, I'm going to go ahead and name them all. So a September Wonder, a Jonagold, Honeycrisp, Ambrosia, Rome Beauty, and the trusty or reliable Granny Smith. So that's the 6 different varieties. So the September Wonder come from a place called Penland's Apple House. And I'm going to place a short link and maybe some video clips to these places somewhere in the video, and especially in the description. But these September Wonders, they are good for juicing, dehydrating, applesauce, and apple butter. Now this next variety here in the middle is Jonagold, and it come from a place called Panorama Orchards, and it's a mix hybrid of a cross between a Golden Delicious and a Jonathan. They're good for salads, sauces, and baking. Now this third variety right here, again the one in the middle, is a Honeycrisp, and it came from the Red Apple Barn. Honeycrisp apples are crisp and juicy with a honey sweet and also a little bit of a tart flavor. They are good for baking and applesauce. This one in the middle here is an Ambrosia, and it come from a RNA Orchards. Ambrosia apples will add moisture and sweetness to cakes, donuts, and muffins. They also hold their flavor when cooking. One thing to add about RNA Orchards is that they have a cafe that made a heck of a BLT and French fries. We really enjoyed visiting their place. Now the fifth place is BJ, and that's the one in the center, the bigger red one. That comes from BJ Reece Orchards, and that's the clips that you saw a moment ago where Jackie and I were picking. And this apple here is a Rome Beauty. The old reliable, last but not least, the Granny Smith. And it comes from a place called Mack Orchards. And these are good for making applesauce. They make tarts, they make pies, many other apple desserts. And of course, they're just good for eating. So that's the 6 varieties that we have. Okay, each of those places that I just mentioned has a Facebook page. Some of them also have websites, and I'm going to leave links in the description for their website and their Facebook page. Some of them have little YouTube clips, and I'll put those up in the corner right here, I believe it is. So go check them out, and that's really the purpose of this video. Because Georgia is a diverse state, ranging from flat swampland full of alligators and snakes, such as where we live, to the beautiful mountain countryside of the North Georgia hills, where the leaves turn a multitude of colors in the fall. So if you're ever near Ellijay, Georgia, and you have some time to spend, a day to kill, I really recommend stopping by Ellijay and visiting all these orchards. And there was more varieties than these 6. We could have probably picked 15 different varieties. So all sorts of apples for anything that you need. But be sure to go look at these places. Look at their Facebook pages. Look at their websites. If you're traveling through, I highly recommend Ellijay, Georgia. So this brings this edition of Places to Go and Things to Do in Georgia to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave us that thumbs up. If you're viewing this video and not a current subscriber, consider hitting that subscribe button so that you can partner up with us. Also, don't forget to ring the bell so that you get notified of future videos. That brings this video to a close. Until the next time, y'all take care and God bless.